You know that feeling when you walk into a house and you think to yourself, this is perfect, and then a few months go by and you realize it's missing something important? Well, I hope you don't know that feeling, but unfortunately, it's more common than you'd think after people buy a new home. I'm Jonathan Van Gassen. I'm a local realtor here in Sarnia, Ontario, and I have no problems telling my buyers that the house that they might be falling in love with isn't the one for them. When I go look at homes with my buyers, you'll usually find me pretty eager to get downstairs and check the systems and the foundation of the home rather than swooning over some backsplashes and countertops. Now, if that sounds refreshing to you and you want to talk about your specific home buying scenario, go to the link in the description and you can book a call with me. Something that I like to do with all my buyer clients, ideally before we go and look at homes, it's really simple, and that's just create a list of needs and wants. Here's how I want you to think about it. Your needs are your non-negotiables. These are the things that you absolutely have to have for your lifestyle to work. I'm talking about the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, is the house even in the right budget, the right neighborhood, and community safety. If a house doesn't check these boxes, it's not worth losing sleep over. Then you have your wants, the nice to haves, the things that you could live without, but would be great if you can get them. An already installed pool, the fancy kitchen that you could build later, the things that show up on an Instagram feed. You just have to remember that the wants are the cherry on top and not the foundation. The tricky part of it is that those wants start to feel more urgent when you're walking through a home that you're slowly falling in love with. That fancy kitchen island, sometimes it really steals the show. But when your basement is flooding because you overlooked the foundation, that kitchen island isn't going to make you feel much better. And it's definitely not going to stop the water from coming in. One way to make this concrete is to write a list. Start with your needs and rank them. Some things might be flexible, like the backyard size might not be a deal breaker, but your budget and a certain neighborhood might be. Then after that, jot down your wants and mark the ones that you're willing to compromise on. And then when you go for showings, take this list with you, and it's like having a personal filter in your pocket. So instead of getting caught up in the excitement or the staging, you can take a step back and see if it meets your must-haves and which wants are actually included. Letting emotions drive your decisions is a mistake I see all too often. You fall in love with the finishes or the vibe, and then a few months down the line, that oversight becomes stress. This little exercise might seem really simple, but when you're looking at houses, it will keep your confidence high. You'll know what you'll compromise on, what's a non-negotiable, and you'll move forward without second guessing yourself. At the end of the day, it's not about finding the perfect home, it's about finding the one that works for your lifestyle and making a smart decision. So that's the basics of needs versus wants. And if you want a template to write yours down, you can get it in my buyer's guide, linked in the description. Or if you want to talk about your specific scenario, there's also that link to book a call. I hope this video helped, and if it did, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next one.